We live in a society where honor is a distant memory. Isn't that right, Batman? Welcome back to Big Mouth. Welcome to my response and my reaction to Zack Snyder's Justice League official trailer, and I am so freaking hyped. Cheers, everyone. Just drinking a celebratory British cup of tea because that was fantastic. What I love about this trailer, it's perfect marketing. He doesn't give away too much, but there's so many epic moments. And that final bit, I didn't know we were going to get that final bit with the Joker and Batman in the end, but it was sensational, wasn't it? A sensational piece of dialogue. And that, my friends, was shot during COVID times, and you wouldn't be able to tell. But one of the things that made me really emotional was Junkie XL's music. Wasn't that emotional? What kind of douchebag gets rid of one of the best composers in the world right now? It was amazing music. And one of the things that struck me about this trailer is Alfred. Are you sure this team is ready? I love that bit when he says, maybe you shouldn't be waving the red cape. A brilliant string of dialogue there, as far as I'm concerned. And let's look at this team, right? And let's look at this team pre the rise of Superman, right? You've got the Flash, who hasn't done really much of anything. You've got Aquaman, who's really been hiding. Wonder Woman has experience, of course, but she can't defeat Darkseid on her own. The main battle, of course, in this film is Steppenwolf. And so you do have a very, really inexperienced team here. So you've got Batman and Wonder Woman who've got bags of experience. But as far as we know, Batman hasn't really fought a galactic villain before. Maybe he has, because we don't know the history of this Batman. He's an older Batman. He's fought so many foes. And so Alfred makes a great point there. But yeah, and let's get the kind of elephant out of the room. This trailer was posted earlier, hours earlier than we imagined, because some douchebag decided to leak some kind of images. Now, some people are saying there's some conspiracy theories saying that this was WB Pictures, but listen, it doesn't really matter because right now people are hashtagging the hell out of Zack Snyder's Justice League, Snyder Cut, and Restore the Snyderverse. That's exactly what I've been doing. Really doesn't matter. If that's what they were trying to do, they have failed. We win every time, and we expose these idiots in a week where Ray Fisher's heroics have finally exposed Joss Whedon for the douchebag he was. Someone made another great point. The repeating kind of narrative of mother, my mother, my mother. It's like maybe Whedon was making fun of the fantastic Martha moment in Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice. Again, doesn't matter. We are going to see this film. Again, one of the great moments from this trailer, listening to Kevin Costner's Jonathan Kent from Man of Steel. And part of the narrative of this film is that what kind of hero is Superman going to be? What kind of man is he going to be? Bad person or good? You're going to change the world. So this trailer has so much energy, doesn't it? It really does. It has some. It's emotional anyway because we fought for this and we're getting this. But finally seeing black suited Superman was an amazing experience for me. Because I remember back in the days that this was kind of another conspiracy theory. Cavill was teasing it. Is it going to happen? Isn't it going to happen? Are we going to get black-suited Superman? We didn't in Justice League. We are in Zack Snyder's Justice League Snyder Cut. And he looks absolutely glorious. We're on for mascara. We've got Queen Hippolyta from a distance. And one of the buildings of the Amazonians is crumbling. Another great image. We've got Steppenwolf kneeling before Darkseid in a separate scene. This tells me we are going to get a hell of a lot of apocalypse in this movie. Listen, I was saying before that I would have loved an extended 5-minute trailer, but I ain't fussed because I don't want Zack giving the ghost away here. And he's done the right thing. A lot of the accusations from the WB marketing with Man of Steel and BVS was that they showed too much. Well, Zack certainly hasn't done that. But as I say, that Joker sequence at the end is brilliant. And the way Batfleck looks at him, we're going to get a bit of a long conversation. But how long are we going to see Jared Leto's Joker in this film is as well a very vital point. I think we've got at least maybe 10 minutes of these two together, which would be absolutely fantastic, which would be more than enough. You could have a whole film with Joker and Batfleck together, but it's basically Snyder putting right what once went wrong. And so really looking forward, the nightmare sequence looks amazing. I think we saw, was it Metropolis crumbling then in the nightmare future as well? Or is that in the present? Who knows? And you've got Wonder Woman and Batman talking. I had a dream. It was like a premonition. So he understands that it wasn't really a dream. I think with the help of Flash, that's how he got that premonition right. But he's back in the nightmare future again. The opening of this trailer is compelling again because you hear Superman scream out as Doomsday stabs him. And Zack has explained this in an interview, saying that that is the opening moment of the film. And apparently Lex Luthor is in the opening of this film as well. And we do actually get the reactions from Lois Lane and Wonder Woman in different angles. But that opening of this trailer gives you the emotion. This is Superman's story. This trilogy, if we don't get anything else, God forbid we don't get anything else, because we want absolutely so much more, and you just have to keep on making so much noise. Pre-trailer, Jason Kilar saying he can't wait for the fans' reaction and all the noise that we're going to make. He's begging us, he's gagging for us to make as much noise as possible so he can take that noise back to the board of directors, back to Stanky, and say they want fucking more. Give them fucking more, and we do want more. This is the DC live action universe. I want part of it anyway. I want different voices. I want the light and the dark. I want inspirational films like Shazam, but I want Snyder's verse to continue. The visuals are gorgeous. The trailer just sings to me that we are going to get something special. This is a 2.5-minute trailer of a 4-hour film. If this is just the curtain raiser, what have we got to look forward to? It is absolutely phenomenal. I have still got the music ringing in my head, and there's so many thoughts going through my head. And no, I'm not going to show you the trailer because I don't want my channel taken down. They're very strict now. I could get away with it. I might not get away with it, but why take the risk? You can watch the trailer as many times as you want. There's also people that are going to do, like, go through every second of the trailer. Again, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to ooze about how much I love this trailer and what it signifies. It signifies the return and the restoration of the Snyderverse. As I've already said, if we get no more, we get an epic trilogy. This is phenomenal. This is outstanding. The noise being made on the internet right now, it's like we're going to see this in the cinema. Unfortunately, that will be a limited release in theatres, fingers crossed. But if Zack gets his way, it first has to make a lot of noise over on HBO Max. I still don't know how I'm going to see this movie, but right now that doesn't concern me. What concerns me is what a fabulous, epic trailer that we have just seen. You know, it's a major success story for me just to see all the sum parts, Lois Lane, the small elements of the film. We didn't get any Martian Manhunter, did we? He's saving that. Mate, look, this is called the official trailer. We're going to get at least one more trailer. I'm sure of it. I mean, we've got over a month to go till this film's released, so I don't know. Maybe we'll get a couple, maybe one more. We're definitely going to get TV spots. He's going to be leaking the shit out of this movie in a sense of not spoiling anything, but in the marketing like Zack's been doing all week. But as I say, we're hyped just by seeing 2.5 minutes of footage. Just imagine when we're live tweeting while we're watching 4 hours of this baby, because that trailer is perfect. It's a perfect storm. It's perfect marketing. It works in every way. It says to you that this is so different to what we got in 2017. This is what we should have got in 2017. So it's really, this trailer is a celebration for what we fought for. This is the vital and important point here. It's just amazing. We see Cyborg, an amazing version of Cyborg. I don't know if that's Nightmare Future Cyborg. Comment down below if you know more than I do. Most people know more than I do. But he looks beautiful. He looks amazing. Aquaman, we get to see Aquaman as well. He looks great. But what we're going to get in this film is these characters having to fight their demons while having to fight against the demons of Apocalypse. And first and foremost, Steppenwolf. And as I say, this version of Steppenwolf really does look menacing. It's going to be amazing. But as I say, going back to the bit I've already mentioned, Steppenwolf kneeling before Darkseid is such a powerful moment. And by the way, Apocalypse looks stunning, doesn't it? And we haven't even seen all of it. I do predict, already said this, but I do predict we are going to spend at least 20 minutes on Apocalypse. This is a 4-hour movie, by the way. Did you know that? Did you know this is a 4-hour movie? So there's a lot that can be done. I have no idea what he's going to give us for 4 freaking hours, but it's freaking exciting. I mean, I'd love to know what you loved about this trailer. I loved everything about this trailer. The opening with Superman screaming out was something so special, wasn't it? As a Superman fan, to see Superman in such pain after making such an almighty sacrifice, it's really emotional to me. And then we get to even better and better stuff. We've seen the sequence with Wonder Woman, Diana before, going to the kind of Stonehenge kind of place. I don't know what it actually is, but she sees like these murals of Darkseid as well. It really just, this trailer just sings epicness to me. And, you know, to think about it, and I've watched it time and time and again, there's probably bits I haven't mentioned because I've already forgotten. That's how Swiss cheese my brain always is. But yeah, it's a success story because we never thought we would get this, and we never thought we'd be on Apocalypse. We never thought we'd see Granny Goodness in this film. We certainly weren't sure if we were going to see the Joker. We saw the Joker card in the first teaser of this film, but we didn't know what that meant. I thought seeing Jared Leto's Joker in Zack Snyder's Justice League or in the Snyderverse again was just a pipe dream. And people remind us all the time how all these big sites were telling us that there were no plans to release Zack Snyder's Justice League Snyder Cut, but it just shows that anything is possible. And if that can happen, we can get more. It's up to you. It's up to me. Keep on watching this trailer. Keep on going onto YouTube and on Twitter and keep watching this trailer, because it's not going to be hard for us to rerun this trailer, is it? We love it, don't we? It looks amazing. It's emotional. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. This 2.5 minutes that we've just seen is nothing compared to when we actually see this film. You know, I don't know about you, but as a young boy, I imagined what a DC live-action universe movie would be with all the bells and whistles. Then I played the Injustice games and I thought, wow, imagine having that on the big screen as a movie, and pretty much that's what we're getting. So the reality is amazing. Just seeing the trailer and just seeing the potential of this film and what this film can give us is extremely exciting. Now, we don't know what kind of future Zack's DC has, if any, but I do believe it's up to us. And this trailer and the marketing is the core piece. Now, I know everyone is frustrated because WB are not helping market this film, but ultimately, do we need them? Zack's doing a great job. We're doing a great job. Do we need them to overexpose this film like they did BVS and MOS? I don't think so. Seeing that trailer just proved to me that Zack knows exactly what he's doing. The great man has delivered a great piece of marketing. As I've already said, not giving away too much. I don't want to see everything. I don't want everything given away. This is perfect. This is just like seeing a cream cake before eating it. When you eat it, you know it's going to be delicious. You just can't eat it yet. There's some frustration there because I want to see this film as soon as possible. But really a beautiful moment. I can't think of anything else now after seeing that trailer but this film. And who knows what other surprises we're going to get. Are the lanterns in this film? Apparently so. Are the Ryan Reynolds rumours bullshit, or is it actually going to happen? I suspect, I didn't believe it before, but I'm starting to believe it now. That would be another situation where Ryan Reynolds and Zack Snyder maybe could work together one day. Who knows? The potential for Zack Snyder's universe, DC universe, is limitless. And that's what this trailer shows, really. The scope of this movie is so much larger than what we got in 2017. And that trailer proves it. Just to show up, just to see Apocalypse, just to see the Joker interacting with Batman. Something really we should have even seen in David Ayer's Suicide Squad. Maybe in the Ayer cut we would see that. Who knows? But these are the things we would have got if Zack was allowed to continue with his universe. And I've said this before as well, that really the Snyderverse of DC live action is the kind of comic book universe that sums up the world we live in today. Joker said it best, didn't it? You know, he said it best at the end of that trailer. You know, that's the kind of society we live in today. And that's what's being displayed in the Snyderverse. Things are a little bit dark in our real world. And that is what Snyder is displaying in his comic book movies, even if you go back to Watchmen. You cannot, I'm sorry, you cannot expect to see what we saw in 1978 with Superman, or even, in a way, the Nolan movies are kind of dated now as well. This is the Batman everybody thinks about now, Batfleck. He's a damaged Batman. He's been through so much. Will we get a mention of Joker killing Robin? Will we get a flashback of that in Zack Snyder's Justice League? Again, let me remind you, this is a 4-hour movie. Have I mentioned that? Yeah, of course I have. So anything's possible. And that relationship is important. You know, in the early days, I imagine Batfleck and Leto's Joker going at each other was kind of criminal and superhero. But once he killed Robin, Dick Grayson's Robin, you know, it was personal. This is personal. And he's right there next to him in the nightmare future, which could be real, or it's just really a precursor of what might happen. And this is a warning from maybe Batfleck's imagination or mind. I'm not sure exactly what the nightmare future is. Is it a possible future? Is it just Bruce's mind playing tricks on him? I don't think so. I think it's something that could happen. It's, you know, it's foreshadowing, isn't it, in a way? If you do not change, if you don't get this team together, if you don't stop Darkseid and Steppenwolf, this is what's going to happen. You must stop them. And you've got all of that, as well as Superman rising from the dead and being under the control of Darkseid, if that's what happens in this movie. I'm not quite sure about that. But this trailer depicts what kind of film this is. And really, this is like no other superhero movie we've ever seen. Man of Steel was like no other superhero film we'd ever seen. You know, the dream, when I was watching Superman Returns, we all cried out for more action, more epicness. Zack Snyder and Christopher Nolan and David Goyer gave that to us. In BVS, it's a darker world. People are not accepting Superman. He is an alien. If it wasn't for him, Zod wouldn't have come to Earth. And people are blaming him for that. That's a really relatable piece of storytelling. And now Batman has to get this team together. And if he doesn't, it's a bit like that film, Remember the Titans, when Denzel Washington's got to get these kind of misfits together, right? to play sport. What sport was it? I can't even remember. But it's very similar in kind of narrative to that. And so that's kind of exciting. How do you do that? How do you give a young man like Barry Allen the bravery and the guts to fight? This is, imagine coming from Barry Allen's point of view. He must be very scared to fight Steppenwolf. And, Bruce has got to give him the courage because he doesn't have any other kind of heroic people in his everyday life, as far as we know. And so, again, this is a big film, a big story, but this trailer shows that we have an opportunity here to restore this amazing universe. And because of the multiverse strategy, it doesn't hurt anyone if the Snyderverse is restored. The restoration of the Snyderverse is so important to so many people around the world. I know fans, I see the fans on social media. They're so desperate for this to happen. And we are fighting every day. And this trailer that we've just seen is just a little bit of that victory. We haven't won the war. We've only won the battle. Everyone needs to stay focused. But what we saw today, ladies and gentlemen and everybody else, what we saw today was the potential to what we're going to get on March the 18th. It's pretty sad that the studio won't help Zack market this film. Jason Kilar's trying a little bit, which is great, and I respect that, of course, and I respect him and Ann Sarnoff a great deal. I don't know what the future holds. I don't know if Hamada will be removed as leader eventually, but I do feel if this film hits as big on HBO Max as the marketing has already and the amount of subscribers that HBO Max have had because of the announcement of Zack Snyder's Justice League Snyder Cut being on HBO Max, the potential is limitless. We are ready. We want this. Zack wants a future. We know that. All we can do is do what we're already doing. And if we make this blow up as big as possible, and it's all about this trailer right now, make this trailer blow up bigger than it is right now. Make sure the whole point of trending is so the mainstream and the normies can see this film, see what we see. Very clever by Zack saying the studio have no intention of doing more with him, because then a few normies will see this. It will dribble down to them and they will see a man who has been through so much and they will get part of this fight as well. Again, this is what this trailer does. It shows the normies what an epic movie this is going to be. A 4-hour Justice League movie. That's what we're getting. And if you're a normie, a random, who doesn't know what I'm talking about, watch some of my other videos. But this trailer, as I've already said, is perfect marketing. Perfect marketing, a little tidbit of what we're going to see on March the 18th. And I must say, Black Suited Superman is my highlight. I love seeing the Joker and Batman reunited. It's literally the first time we've seen them on screen together. I know in Suicide Squad, he's on top of the car and Joker's in the car. It's not the same, right? This is a reunion of sorts between two men who have a lot of issues with each other. And they're reunited when this alien has conquered the world. And Batman needs Joker and Joker needs Batman. That moment when they're reunited at the end of that trailer was so special, so emotional. But most importantly of all, what really grabbed me, I didn't expect it. Once it blacked out and it had all the credits and stuff, I didn't expect to get another scene. But we got another scene. Zack Snyder never fails to deliver. And neither should we. Comment down below. Like, share and subscribe. And I'll be back later with even more videos. See you again soon. That, my friends, was sensational.